KLU has now turned 15. We're officially a teenager. And as we all know, teenage years are all about self-discovery. So let's take a little KLU therapy session and reflect on who we have become and some of the struggles we have faced along the way. And I'm going to do this by looking at each element of our name, Kühne Logistics and University. So Kühne stands for Claus-Michael Kühne, I guess no surprise here, our founder. And as you all know, he's also the majority owner of Kühne Nagel, who we might think of as our much older brother. And while it is impressive to have such a big brother in the family, we also wanted to stand on our own 2 feet. We wanted attention in our own right. And we certainly wanted to avoid being seen as a corporate university. After all, we are an autonomous, state-accredited university, certainly with a strong, very strong foundation in the background, but still independent. And to prove our autonomy, we even agreed in the beginning that Kühne Nagel would not, I repeat, would not take KLU students as interns. Never. Hard to imagine today, but back then KLU was determined, some might say almost hysterical, to show independence. Now, a little older and more confident, we see the advantages of having such an older brother much more clearly. Just imagine or think about what the big brother could have done for you during your teenage years. Today, many of our students intern at Kühne Nagel, alumni work there, and obviously their employees return to us for executive education. Our ties to the corporate world are stronger than ever, and the Kühne in our name proudly represents our connection to practice and the professional world. Recent graduation speakers included Carsten Spohr, CEO of Lufthansa, Jens Weidmann, former president of the Deutsche Bundesbank. And if you visit campus in the morning, don't be surprised if you run in by accident into Rolf Haben-Janssen, CEO of Hapag-Lloyd, who, believe it or not, is actually teaching a full, entire, complete 45-hour course on maritime logistics. What else? To our master students. Try getting that at any other university. But KLU is not only about teaching, it's also about research, represented by the word university. From the start, our ambition was to be a world-class higher education institution, and that only works with research, with top research, and a real commitment to knowledge creation. Don't ask me why that's like that, why top-notch teaching is not enough. That's just how things work in higher education. And honestly, explaining the reasons and logic behind that would take too long here, but it's definitely worth a discussion, maybe even another therapy session. While anyone in higher management education knows how hard this balancing act is, on one side, publish excellent research in the world's best journals, on the other, make a real difference for practitioners. It's like being told to run a marathon and a sprint at the same time. Also, Mr. Kühne sometimes struggled with this idea. He may have felt that the kids, our faculty, were spending too much screen time playing video games, doing research, instead of doing their homework, teaching in class. To bridge academia and practice, you don't just need good professors, you actually need world-class professors. And this is exactly who we have hired. Our first faculty came from Harvard and Columbia. Today they come from places like INSEAD, Cambridge, and MIT. And now, as we are coming of age, I can proudly say this strategy has paid off. Rigorous research that is also highly relevant to practice is now in KLU's DNA, and that really sets us apart. Looking at our faculty, you might think they're running a sprint, but in reality, they're participating in a marathon at sprinting speed. They're taking part in the marathon at sprinting speed. And our professors bring cutting-edge insights straight into the classroom years before they appear in textbooks. That gives our students, our executive education participants, and our partners a real competitive advantage. Yeah, so finally, the L, logistics, in our name. This letter has probably sparked the most discussion in our therapeutical search for identity. Claus-Michael Kühne founded KLU because he felt it was unacceptable that despite logistics' central role in the global economy, too many CEOs and boardrooms knew far too little, actually nothing, about supply chains and operations. KLU's founding mission was clear: to close this gap. But as you know, our world-class professors, our sprinting marathon runners, now I got it, don't only come from logistics. They represent all management disciplines and more: marketing, strategy, finance, but also psychology, math, information systems, and engineering. Today, our programs include data science, international management, sustainability, among others. So not only logistics and supply chain management. So yes, more than once someone asked, and I won't cite names, promise, should the L in our name stay? And every time the answer was yes, because logistics is our foundation, it's our legacy, it's our identity, and we are proud of it. So even as we expanded into other disciplines, logistics remained part of every program. All our students gain a strong foundation in it, and we made it actually our trademark to cultivate the skills logistics demands and develops so well: data-driven decision-making, analytical reasoning, adaptability, resilience, and above all, the ability not just to design strategies, but to implement them step by step, just like building a supply chain, very much down to earth and practical. We call this the operations mindset. Internally, we call it the O-mind, and it's what sets KLU apart, and it embodies our vision of contemporary management education in its broadest sense. And with this mindset, I believe we are on a great path, slowly but surely leaving behind teenage insecurity and embracing our genes and uniqueness, embracing the L in KLU. So these are the three pillars of our name: Kühne for closeness to industry, university for research and knowledge creation, and logistics for our roots and our unique edge. But there is also one more element in our name. Any idea what I'm talking about? Now it's interactive. I know it's horrible that at the end I start to do interactivity. Any idea? Oh, the color? Nah. Nah, it's in English. Our name is in English, not German. So from the start, KLU was designed to be international, welcoming students from around the world, teaching entirely in English, and hiring highly culturally intelligent faculty and staff. So you could say we were raised bilingual. Looking ahead, believe it or not, we are taking this international vision and upbringing to the next level. One could say that as a teenager, we are now old enough to gain our first experiences in foreign countries. With one small difference: parents would maybe let a 15-year-old spend a weekend in Copenhagen, Helsinki, or Vienna. Well, we, however, went straight to Ho Chi Minh City. And thus, this year marks not only KLU's 15th anniversary, but also the opening of our new campus in Vietnam, our hub for Southeast Asia. And we won't stop there. Next come Africa and the Americas. And promise by the time of our next major anniversary, when we will have grown into adulthood, our goal is to be a truly global university present on nearly every continent, operating in all corners of the world. That's actually quite exciting, maybe also a little bit of madness, but definitely exciting. But until then, there's still some time, and today is about celebrating right here in Hamburg's Hafen City. You, alumni, corporate partners, faculty, staff, students, you are all part of the KLU community. Each of you has contributed to its story and success, to our story and our success. And we can all be very proud of what we actually have accomplished, still in our teenage years. Don't forget, still in our teenage years. Being a teenager is not always easy. These years are often said to be the best of times and the worst of times. They are about testing limits, exploring boundaries, and learning what truly matters. But I can say without hesitation that I really do like us as a teenager. And looking and seeing of who we have become, I am more than confident that we will thrive as an adult. And with that, I wish you all a wonderful celebration today.